athletes from across the African continent. I'm learning to go at a cricket pitch in Nairobi, and even though I'm wearing the Kenya team jersey, I don't play for them, and I will disgrace them, as you will see. We'll meet 3 cricket team captains who are pushing the sport forward in their respective countries, shattering records to build their nation's cricket dreams, and seeking the glory of victory at the sport's biggest stage. Let's start off in Harare, in the capital of Zimbabwe, where, despite not qualifying for this year's Cricket World Cup, skipper Craig Irvin is already aiming for his team's next big challenge.
Playing in World Cups is such a huge part of cricket and such a huge opportunity to get the exposure for players and such a high standard of cricket. To be able to qualify for the T20 World Cup, I think that's probably at the top of the list in things that I've achieved throughout my career.
Craig Irvin is the natural-born leader on the field and the longest-serving player of the Zimbabwean cricket team.
He doesn't get fussed at all, and the more someone would maybe give him a hard time on the field, the more determined he is to prove a point.
Introduced to the sport by his father and grandfather, he picked up the bat when he was just a toddler.
Watching on TV, you see all these games in India, Australia, and South Africa, and we used to go outside and mow the lawn, little cricket wicket, get some whitewash and paint some lines, try and emulate, what you've been seeing on the TV.
His brothers Sean and Ryan also play professionally.
When I think back to the upbringing and the childhood that we had, I think, that was the sort of passion that we had growing up, and as you grow up, you just get more and more into the game.
His cricket dreams were almost shattered in an accident when he was just 12 years old. Glass severed all his tendons in his right wrist and almost caused him to lose his hand.
The doctor that sort of had a look just said, I don't think there's anything we can do. And my mom being, a protective mother, she just said, look, you do whatever you can do to try and fix it. And if it doesn't work, then we can amputate as the last option. But try and operate and see how it comes out. When I made the under 19 squad, I sent a little picture frame of me and the squad to the doctor that actually did the operation, which was quite special because he pretty much called me the miracle child, because he never thought I would ever play sport again.
On his national debut, he totaled an impressive 67, helping Zimbabwe defeat India in the first game of 2010's one-day international. He became the Zimbabwe squad captain early last year and says that coming back from his crippling injury, ironically, became one of his strengths.
I never for one second thought I was going to be playing cricket, let alone, captaining your own country. But I felt like it was probably a good time for me to challenge myself and maybe do something that's a little bit out of my comfort zone. And I'm still getting used to it. Having my hand accident, has made me a lot more laid back. I don't get agitated. I basically just try to concentrate on those little things that you can control.
One thing he can control